This is Geraldo.
Joining us now, very delighted to welcome back to the program the former congressman from Texas, the former candidate for president of the United States, the father of someone who is talked about as a future candidate for president of the United States. The son is Rand Paul, the Kentucky Republican. The father, Ron Paul. How you doing, Congressman? How's life?
Geraldo, I'm doing well. Thank you.
So I have read with great interest a couple of hours ago that you have endorsed the candidacy of Mark Sanford, the former governor of South Carolina, who is embattled in his race for the congressional seat in Charlestown, South Carolina. What's up?
Well, he's a good friend. I've known him for years. He was a good voter, and I thought he was the best candidate, so I decided to help him out when everybody else is piling on.
So do you think his personal transgressions are irrelevant?
No, I think they're very relevant. I think some people will vote against him for that, and that's okay. But if we only look for perfection in our candidates, we have a tough time finding them. So, no, I think he's obviously the best candidate, and he certainly has his shortcomings, but I imagine all of us have some shortcomings somewhere along the way.
Well, everyone in this radio broadcast facility can say, yes, that's true. But it seems to me that you have set yourself up in some ways to be the anti-GOP establishment. They forsake him. They cut off Mark Sanford after he got caught walking in his ex-wife's backyard or some such. Then you embrace him. Are you doing that to tweak the Karl Roves of the world?
Not really, because, the endorsement and all came, actually I sent it to him before that last story broke. And, technically speaking, I would have had to reverse it and take it away. And I decided not to, especially, after having made a commitment. I think the only thing that we delayed it 1 week so it wouldn't be lost in all the other news. But no, I don't think I'm taking on anybody as much as it seems like the party takes on us who want to be a little bit determined about limiting size and scope of government and cutting spending and having a different attitude towards civil liberties and maybe having a foreign policy more like Robert Taft. So I think they take us on as much as we take them on. I think they're on the wrong side of so many of these issues.
The Ron Paul Institute for Peace and Prosperity that you have established to to continue your philosophy, your public advocacy, certainly in foreign policy, non-intervention foreign policy. A lot of people, are saying that it's the worst thing that could have happened for your son's potential national aspirations. They're throwing the usual mud at you, people involved that are or were anti-Semitic and all the rest of that. I mean, do you take that with a grain of salt? Do you worry that it might affect your son's possibilities?
Well, I can't worry about it because I can't do much about it, and I can't change my ways, and I'm not going to all of a sudden quit doing what I've been doing for 30 years because I have opportunities now to actually continue. I can get on the radio once in a while, and you have an influence and others. So I would say, no, I'll keep doing it, but I'm aware of it. But in a way, I don't think it hurts him. We do have some differences, and the approaches will be different, but that makes him his own person. I mean, why should he be said that he's a clone and he has to do everything and think think just exactly as I have? So I think it's an opportunity to show that he's independent-minded and has different opinions. And
you don't want him to forsake his dad, do you? I would hate that if my son did that. If he went out in public and said, my dad. He's one thing. I'm totally different. Do you want to say that?
No, I don't think he will because we're about 99%.
Yeah, that's the way it strikes me. I like you both.
I don't think that's the case. I think people who want to drive wedges do that. That's one reason why if somebody calls up, if you would have called today and said, Ron, all we're going to talk about today is where you and Rand disagree. I said, well, I'm not interested in that subject so much because, it's other people who want to do that. They want to dwell on the differences, and I don't think that's that important.
Can you give me? I'm almost out of time. I hate that I put you in this shorter segment.
I know you
here.
didn't do that on purpose.
I know I did. We care deeply for you, but I'm just thinking, how have we recovered from the Boston bombing? Are we doing enough to investigate the origins?
Well, probably Probably not, but I don't have the information on what they exactly have done. I think investigations, whether you're investigating assassinations or whatever, I think most of the time they cover up blame. It's not so much that somebody conspired to do these things, but I think so often what they do is make sure nobody gets blamed. If somebody goofed up, then you won't hear about it. So investigations are fine if they're revealing the truth.
Got to leave you, Congressman. So sorry. I hear you.